Hi, this is going to be a really short video, 5 to 7 minutes. I just want to take you through a quick PowerShell attack to remind all of us of the dangers of PowerShell. So with that, let's just jump into it. The reason we're doing this is because recently we updated all of your HID servers and HIDS agents, and they do a much better job of detecting suspicious activity related to the Windows PowerShell environment. And this has generated a ton of alerts, and we're actually surprised to see the amount of alerts we're seeing because we assumed that organizations had PowerShell much better locked down than what we're seeing in terms of the monitoring we're doing. So just as a refresher for everybody, we're going to walk through a PowerShell attack that I just wrote. I want you to understand I wrote this basically over my lunchtime. It didn't take that long. This is what I would consider a non-destructive attack. But please make no mistake about it that it would take me maybe another 30 minutes to put in place a attack using the exact same principles that would establish a reverse shell using your user's credentials. It would be rather powerful and easy to do. Yes, chances are our monitoring and platform would pick it up, but we always need to kind of take that extra step to make sure that we're locking things down. So with that, I'm going to introduce you to this cute little fella here, and it's just an image, kind of what you would see maybe somebody send somebody in an email like, hey, check out my new puppy, or what do you think about this puppy? Or maybe you'd do it in through a Slack message, or you'd find it on Facebook and you download it and want to use it on your desktop as a background, a wallpaper, right? So not really a stretch, it's because really it's just so doggone cute. So with that, I'm going to move over into a few other things, and we'll come back to our little friend in our PowerPoint in a moment. So this here is a PNG image. It's the little puppy you just saw in the PowerPoint, and I'm going to use this, and you can see the three images. Just the sizing is a little different, but if I got rid of this little dude and just sent you one of these two, your life would not be very good. So let's look at my evil puppy. And so if I double click on my evil puppy, as a user would do, to go check it out, they get, it opens up in their favorite file viewer, their favorite PNG viewer, right? And nothing suspicious, nothing's happened, right? It's all cool as far as the user knows, like, oh my gosh, such a cute puppy, and I can do whatever. I can edit, create, do whatever I want with this image. Now, what I want to show you is, and this is where I want you to really think about what you're doing with PowerShell in your environment and the opportunity you may be giving attackers, is this is the same exact, these two are the same exact thing. I just changed the name, my new puppy and my evil puppy. The reason this one's so evil is because you didn't see anything happen. I can do it again. And it just basically opens up the little image, right? There's no big deal. Actually, I opened them up a couple times there. So if I open this one, I want to show you what happens. Command prompt is open. There's some code that's downloaded, and then you're going to see that this this script executes, right? Which basically is somebody typing in a command window, and but when I executed this before from the My Evil Puppy link or image, there was nothing. You didn't see any command window. You didn't see anything happening, right? All you saw was this cute little dude that you kind of go, oh, look at him. But he's an evil little puppy because basically this payload was executed. And this payload got executed because of PowerShell and some other things that PowerShell enables us to do. The only difference between this this execution of the program and the other one, the evil puppy, is that when I compiled the code for this, and this is basically a compiled level of code, I chose to enable this to run hidden. So believe it or not, this actually all runs when we execute the evil puppy, right? So when I come here and I execute evil puppy, you just see the image, right? You get the expected behavior that you would normally get, but in the background, that payload executed. And so this is just important to keep in mind. I'm not going to get into how I did this and what I did. I could have done a lot worse. And so basically, what I want to remind you of is, look, disable PowerShell for non-administrative users. Right? They don't need to have it. You don't need to create opportunity for escalation of privileges. And for administrative users, you may want to think about how do you restrict access to PowerShell. That's hard to do, I get it, but the more you can minimize that access, the better. There are a lot of applications you're going to deploy in your environment that automatically use PowerShell to do things behind the scenes. You may want to ask vendors to disclose that to you. Like, what are you doing with PowerShell or batch commands or anything like that? And you can find out real easy if somebody's doing this by turning off PowerShell. Make sure you do not enable local admin for non-admin users on any desktops, laptops, mobile devices, or servers, because obviously if the user is logged in and they're logged in as local admin and then I get to them and execute PowerShell, I'm running under what? Local admin. And now you've got a really big problem on your hands. And lastly, again, as I mentioned, audit the use of PowerShell. Where do you really need it and not need it? And turning it off is a great way to start hardening the environment. But I hope you understand the power of just a simple little image, basically 15 to 20 minutes while I was chewing on a pastrami and rye and having a cup of coffee. I could have gone a lot further with this. If you guys want to see what else I could do, just let me know. I'm happy to take this to the level of establishing a reverse shell. But I hope this is helpful, these little kind of videos that kind of remind us what can be done. And more importantly, I hope you appreciate the fact that, hey, we threw a bunch of upgrades out there that kind of take monitoring even to a more discrete level on the HIDS side. And there's some other things we're doing with machine learning and HIDS that we'll be talking about soon. With that, hope you have a good day. And, if you have questions, please let me know. Thanks. Bye.